Hey, this is Russell again. I want to welcome you to one of my favorite restaurants here in the heart of Boise, Idaho. And I'm so grateful they allowed us to come in here and to film and to kind of tell you guys a story that's important, because it's going to help give you guys the context you need to use the 3 gifts I'm going to give you. So I'm giving you 3 of my weird funnels. One of them is my supplement funnel. It's a funnel I use for all my e-commerce products. And you will see that this funnel right now sells over 360 bottles a day of our supplement. I'm also going to be showing you guys our best-selling book funnel. This is how I was able to sell over 26,000 copies of my book in less than a month to become a best-selling author. I'm also going to show you guys my high-ticket consulting funnel, and I'm going to show you guys a bunch of other cool stuff. But first, I wanted to give you some information, because if you understand a couple really core concepts, it's going to give you the ability to take these funnels and apply them into your business. So that's kind of the key behind here. So the first thing you have to understand, this is a concept I learned originally from Tony Robbins. He said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who've already succeeded, right? It makes perfect sense. I think about my life and like things I've had success with. You know, when I was growing up, I was a wrestler, and I wanted to be the best wrestler in the whole country. But when I got started, I wasn't that good. And so what I did is I got a coach, and I started looking at who are the other wrestlers who are successful, who are the best in the state, and then the best in the country, and even the best in the world. And I watched the video, and I saw what they were doing and how they were doing it. And I started modeling it. I modeled the moves. I modeled their positioning. I modeled all those kind of things. And in a very short period of time, I went from being not a good wrestler to being a state champ to being an All-American to getting a college scholarship and eventually being one of the top 10 wrestlers in the country. And that was my wrestling career. Now I moved forward. I came to school here at Boise State, here in Boise, Idaho. And I was not a good student. I didn't know anything about business. I just wanted to wrestle. But I saw all these people making money online. I was like, these guys can't be that much smarter than me. And so instead of going and trying to get a business degree and learn how to design websites, I looked at like, who are the people making money? How are they doing it? I looked and I saw just people making tons of money, and I started modeling what they were doing. And in a very short period of time, I went from not even knowing anything about business to within a year of graduating from Boise State University, I made over $1 million selling my own products and services. And I got that success by modeling other people. So the exact same thing is true here when you're thinking about sales funnels. I don't go and just like make up a sales funnel. Maybe this will work. I find people who have already kind of proven a path and proven a model, and then we model it. Okay, and we call it funnel hacking, and I'm going to kind of walk through that here in a minute. All right, now, every time I kind of share this concept, one of the first things people tell me is like, well, Russell, that's cool, but I've got a new idea. I've got a unique way to sell my thing, or I've got something, and they want to go try their own idea, and I get that. Like, we're entrepreneurs, right? We want to be creative. We want to do crazy, cool stuff. But what I found was most entrepreneurs who start a business or they're trying to grow a company, they either run out of time or money before most of them ever have success. And so for me, like, there's a point in a time where I want to be creative as an entrepreneur, but it's not at the very beginning. At the very beginning, I've got to model those who are successful. And it kind of reminds me of this quote right here. It says, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and they're lying face down in the dirt. And I'm a big believer in that. Like, I don't want to be the pioneer going out there and testing a whole bunch of things, getting those arrows in my back, and I die before I ever make a profit. That doesn't help you, doesn't help serve your customers, doesn't help anybody. Like, I want to find who are the pioneers who've already done that, who's got the arrows in their back, and then we're going to model them. The first time I think I really got this principle, I was at a Dan Kennedy event, and this guy got on stage to speak. His name is Porter Stansberry, and Porter works for a company called Agora Publishing. Now, if you've never heard of Agora, they sell financial newsletters, and they do close to $1 billion a year in sales, and that's a billion with a B. And Porter runs the biggest division there. It's called Stansberry Research, and he got on stage and he was sharing his sales funnels and showing what they do and how they do it. And I was, this young kid in the back taking notes as fast as I could. I was just mesmerized by what he was teaching. And in the middle of it, he stopped. And he said, you know what's interesting to me? He said, every year we get people who come and they see how much money we're making and they want to compete with us. He says, so they come in and at first they look at our business model and they try to undercut us. We're going to make it cheaper than Agora. And they try that, but they find out really quickly that it doesn't work. You can't be profitable when you undercut us. So they try to make things more expensive. That doesn't work. Then they try to sell it through some other model. They try all sorts of things. He says, don't you understand? We're Agora Publishing. We have like 40 or 50 full-time copywriters who all they do all day long is try to beat our control. We've got designers and statisticians and like the highest paid people on earth trying to win, trying to beat everybody else. He says, we spend over $100 million a year on testing. He said, if you want to compete with Agora Publishing, you can't compete with us. You've got to copy us. And I had that aha moment thinking, man, like, why would I go and spend the time and the energy and the effort trying to go and beat what they've done? Why don't I just look at where they're at now and we start there? We model their funnel. We start from the beginning spot, and then from there we kind of move forward. And so that was my big aha. Now for you, as you're kind of thinking through this with your company and your product and your service, the first thing you got to understand is that in any business, there's two types of competitors. The first are your direct competitors. These are people selling the exact same thing that you're selling, okay? And you probably know who your direct competitors are, right? Or if you don't have the business yet and you know, like, I want to be in this business, you know who the other people are that are selling similar things, right? If not, that's your first assignment. Go figure out who your direct competitors are. And the second type are your indirect competitors. And these are a little harder to find sometimes. But these are people who aren't necessarily selling the same product as you, but they're selling it to the same audience. The same people that would buy your product are buying theirs. Now, it's important for you to find those indirect competitors as well, because sometimes they're going to leave some trails and some hints and some clues for you. They're going to make you a ton of money. In fact, I'm going to share with you one, an indirect competitor that took one of my companies from almost nothing to about $20,000 a day in sales. So it's kind of cool. All right, so I'm going to walk you guys through. So when I first decided we want to launch a supplement company, we went out there, and the first thing we did was wanted, again, find out if there was a market in the market we wanted to be in. We started searching high and far and wide, and eventually we found this company. This is their product right here. And so we found this. I went to their website and I said, okay, these guys are having success. We did some research, and I'll talk about some of those here in the training videos. But we found out how much money these guys were making. They were making at the time about $100,000 a month. I'm like, okay, that's a good business for us to kind of model and to go after. And so I went there and I saw their thing. I said, okay, how are they doing it? And then when we launched our version of supplement, which this is our supplement right here, I didn't go and try to reinvent the wheel. I looked at their page. You can see a picture right here. And then we funnel hacked it. We modeled it. So you can kind of look here on the page. You see, this is what their page looked like. And a couple things about it. You notice that I said we modeled it. We funnel hacked it. We did not copy it. Now, I'm a huge believer in not copying things. In fact, it drives me nuts. We always send our lawyers after anybody who copies us. We don't copy headlines or images or any of that stuff. What we do is we model what works. So you see they had this page, and I thought it was one of the ugliest pages I'd ever seen, bar none. In fact, the marketer means like, I can do better than that. But I thought, you know what? No, they have proven that this market responds in this way. So instead of me trying to be creative, I'm just going to model it, because maybe they know something. Maybe they've got some arrows in their back that I don't know about, and I'm just going to trust that they've done their research. Okay, so we model it. So you look at, like, they had a logo in the left-hand corner, so we had a logo. They had a headline, we had a headline. They had a long sales letter, we had a long sales letter. They had a picture of their product, we had a picture of it. Like, we modeled it as close as we could because, again, they had proven they worked. And so we did that, and we launched it, and we went from not making any money to this little website making about $20,000 a month, selling my very first supplement. And I was really excited. I'm like, this is so awesome. And we started seeing, when people got this, the results they got from it. We saw people who hadn't been able to walk in years because they had so much pain in their legs and their hands take this, and all of a sudden those pains went away. And it was so fulfilling as an entrepreneur. I thought, man, we got to get this out to the world. How do we serve more people with our product, right? That's the logical next question that I always ask. I'm sure you ask as well. And so I went back and said, well, I got to figure out, like, what exactly, how are these guys doing what they're doing? I got to find that out. So I did what every good entrepreneur has to become good at doing. And this is one of your homework assignments. I had to pull my wallet out of my pocket, opened it up, pulled my credit card out, and I went down and I actually bought their product. Okay, because when you see someone's website, you see, like, the tip of the iceberg, right? We always hear that. Like, what's all the other things behind it that I'm not seeing that makes this work? And so I bought their products. I want to see, like, what's the follow-up sequence? What do they send their customers? What are their upsells? What are their downsells? What does their funnel look like? And you can't see their funnel unless you're willing to pull out your credit card. So I pulled my credit card out, I bought it, and I was able to see what they were doing. Now, unfortunately for me, these guys aren't amazing marketers. They didn't have a full sales funnel. They're kind of, it was all right, but I didn't get a lot of value out of that. I was like, hey, well, I really want this to go big. I believe in the product. I know it's going to help people. Like, who else is out there is doing something similar? So I started searching, and I couldn't find very many other direct competitors. Like, it was really hard to find anyone else selling a neuropain supplement for neuropathy and things like that. But eventually I found someone who was an indirect competitor. And this is their product right here. And I found this, and I actually know the owner of this company. I called him up, and I kind of did some research. I found out that these guys were making anywhere from $3 million a month or more. Is that crazy? I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. Now, he's not selling the same product. This does not help people with nerve pain, but he's selling to the exact same audience that I am. Okay, same people that would buy this would buy mine. And I was like, okay, he's figured some things out. So I went to their website. I remember looking at his website, and it was a little bit different. Actually, it was a lot different than the first people we had kind of modeled. So I said, okay, I'm going to look at this and figure out what happened. So I went there to the page, saw a video sales letter. I clicked on the add to cart button, took me to this order form. I saw they had different pricing options. They had 1 bottle, 3 bottles, and 4 bottles. I saw how they priced it. And then again, every good entrepreneur's got to become good at. Pulled my credit card out, and I bought it. I wanted to see, like, what else is he doing? If he's making $3 million a month, I got to figure out what he's doing, right? So I bought the product, and this is the next page is what really confused me. I went to this page, and the next thing he sold with 6 more bottles of the exact same thing that I had just purchased. I remember thinking like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I just bought 4 bottles of this. I got a ton of it. And then he wants to sell me 6 more bottles. I'm like, this guy is nuts. Like he's the worst marketer I've ever seen, right? And then I stepped back and I said, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, he knows something I don't know. Maybe he's making a lot more money than me. Maybe he's got a couple arrows in his back and he's figured something out. So I'm just gonna take my skepticism and hang it up on the wall for a minute and just see, like, maybe he knows what he's talking about. So I kept going through his funnel and ended up looking like this. And so that was the sales funnel. Those 5 pages were making him $3 million a month. Now, is that worth my time and my energy to go and buy one of these things? I'm not taking the supplement. It's not for me. But I saw exactly what he was doing. So I went back to the drawing board on ours. And we started kind of rebuilding our offer, and I modeled it as close as I could. Okay, and again, the word I used is modeled. I didn't copy anything. I didn't copy his headline, his images, it was my product. It's my thing. But I modeled the layout. Okay, so I looked at it, and boom, he had a squeeze or a video sales letter. I had a video sales letter. He had an order form. I had an order form. I looked at his price points. I modeled his price points. I took an upsell, and check it out. My upsell is what? 6 more bottles of my product, right? And then I did the rest of my funnel. And there you go. Those 5 pages now look very similar to his. Okay, same product I was selling, but I modeled kind of the structure and the layout and his pricing strategy. And I just took that, and then we went out there, we launched it. And what was amazing to me is with the same traffic, the same sources, everything we were doing hadn't really changed too much. We went from making about $20,000 a month to almost $20,000 a day. And for me, it completely changed that business for us. And the coolest thing for me was that I was able to get all of those funnel hacks from him. I mean, millions of dollars of testing and research and all sorts of things he'd done for under $100. I just had to pull my credit card out and pay $100. Isn't that crazy? Now here, step number 3, this is where you and me as the entrepreneur, this is where we gotta try to be creative, okay? Because I know that's why you got in business. You love that, right? But there's nothing worse than being a creative entrepreneur who's broke, right? You can't help anybody, you can't serve anybody, you can't change the world doing that. And so you've got to be successful. So for me, the 3rd step, this is where I get to try to be creative. I get to try to beat the control. So here we had the control. This is what was working over and over and over again. We tried to beat it, we tried a bunch of variations, and eventually this one became the control. This one became the website, the sales letter, the funnel that won. And I help increase how much money we're making. But again, notice that I wasn't creative until I was rich. Like I tell people all the time, like, you can be as creative as you want, but make money first. Because otherwise you're going to run out of time or money before you ever make any money. And people have already trailblazed this for you. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Look at what's working and model it. And that's kind of the key I really want to share with you guys here. Now, I want to share with you guys a story. And this is kind of one of the first people that I had a chance to go and do an extreme funnel hack. Now, by joining this training series, you guys entered a chance to win an extreme funnel makeover where I will personally go and build out your whole funnel for you. I'm curious, do you want to win that one? I'm sure you do. If you do, then fill out, make a comment down below. Let me know you want to win, because I definitely am excited to have you maybe be one of those people. But I met these guys. They own a company called Fit Life TV, and just really inspired by them and their mission, what they were doing. And they were coming out with a brand new supplement called Organifi, which is an amazing supplement, by the way. If you are looking for a green drink, I highly recommend it. And they called me up and said, hey, Russell, we know you got a supplement that's working. We don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to model something that's done this before. Come out here and let's go through this process and show us what you're doing. And so we did, again, an extreme funnel makeover. I went out there to San Diego. We spent a time with them. I was in their boardroom with them, mapping out their funnel. They didn't have whiteboards, so I'm sketching this thing out on the windows. Just like in this building here, I'm sketching out on the windows. And we're mapping out their sales funnel for them. And they had a chance to go and launch it. I want you to hear in their words kind of what happens. This is a quick video clip from a guy named Jamel, who's one of the guys who runs all the sales funnels there at Fit Life TV. And I want you to hear the results they got when they modeled our funnel with their Organifi product. So really quick backstory, I had a chance to go out and spend a little while with these guys in their company, and they were about to launch a new supplement. And they're like, hey, look at our funnel, what should we do? And I was like, just copy mine. It works really, really good. So I'd love for you to kind of talk about what happened when you guys did your funnel and then some of the results that have happened since then.
Yeah, I'd like to re-emphasize his point about just cloning and copying and modeling what works. So we are a digital product company. We have information products, coaching products, and we were doing about $1 million a year. And I manage all the sales funnels and sales optimization. And we were going to come out with a physical product line. And we're like, who's done this before? Who's been really successful? We reached out to Russell. He helped us model exactly NeuroCell. Actually, it's funny because I'm looking at what you modeled, and I had the exact same reaction. The first upsell that we have in place is more of the same thing that they just bought. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we sold them a bottle of our new product called Organifi. Our first one-time offer was 3 more bottles after they already bought that. And the take rate was like 20 or 30%. Then we thought, Russell actually mentioned, we should implement subscription on everything. So we had 3 options. We modeled exactly Russell's first sales page. 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. Modeled his pricing, $47, $129, $149, exactly the same. Sorry for stealing everything, but it works.
I love it. It's still away.
Yeah. And then once we implemented all the pieces, in actually like a week, which is crazy, we matched his results. We're doing, am I allowed to say the numbers or? Yeah.
I hope so. I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Who wants to hear his numbers?
Yeah.
I want to hear his numbers. Let's hear them.
So the first day that we opened up the gates, we did 12,000 in sales. The second day we did 34,000. The third day we did 36,000. And that was just, opening the gates. And every single day after that, we've done around 15 to 20,000 because of the way that the funnels are structured. So it's really exciting. And we owe a lot to Russell. I mean, he came out, he helped us with our funnels. He broke down everything we were doing wrong, everything we were doing right, and showed exactly what they did. And we just copied it, and it works. So
that's awesome. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you,
awesome.
Russell. Yeah.
All right, was that amazing, you guys? Did that get you pumped up and excited and ready for your funnel? Now, if you do have a supplement funnel or an e-commerce funnel and you want one, I put a link down below to my supplement funnel. And so I'm giving that's the first funnel I'm giving you guys for free as a gift. All you do is you click on the button down below, and if you have a ClickFunnels account, it'll take that sales funnel and put it into your ClickFunnels account, and you can go and you can edit it and plug your product in just like Drew did, just like we did. Now you can have a successful supplement funnel. Or if you're not selling supplements, maybe you're selling an e-commerce product, you can plug it in there as well. Now people always ask me, Russell, that's awesome, but I don't have a supplement funnel. Like, what do I do? Like, this sounds really cool, but I'm not selling supplements. I'm selling information or coaching or whatever it is that you're selling, right? Well, the good news I have for you is this. This process, as you can see, does work for supplement funnels, but also works for coaching funnels, for e-commerce funnels, for information product funnels, works for network marketing funnels, works for funnels for real businesses like this one right here. It works for all types of funnels and all types of businesses. For example, how many of you guys here right now are watching this are either a coach or you'd like to be a coach, either a life coach or a business coach or a health coach, whatever kind of coach you want to be. Okay, I'm guessing there's a lot of you guys here. Well, this right here, this is my coaching funnel, okay? And this funnel looks really simple. It's not that many pages, but I have tested this thing like crazy over the last 24 months. And right now, this funnel averages me between $70,000 and $100,000 a week, every single week, like clockwork. Okay, and how many of you guys want this funnel right here? I'm sure you do. So as your second gift, down below, I'm actually going to give you guys this funnel as well. So if you're looking for a high-ticket funnel to sell your high-ticket coaching or consulting or mentoring, whatever it is that you sell, the funnel's down below. Click on the button. It'll automatically add that to your ClickFunnels account. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account yet, it'll give you a 2-week trial so you can go try it out and play with it and have some fun with it. Okay? Now, this coaching funnel right here, I want to just explain how this works. Like, you can take this and plug in whatever it is you've got. For example, a lot of you guys know Neil Strauss, right? He's the author of a book called The Game. Now, obviously, when I found out about this book, I was already married, so I wasn't using it for that. But it's also a great marketing book teaching you NLP and strategies like that. But we actually had a chance to fly out and help Neil Strauss. And he's got the book. He's coming out with a new book as well. But he wanted help with his coaching funnel. And so we went out and took this funnel, the same template I'm giving you, and we built out a coaching funnel for Neil Strauss. We actually flew out there. We had a chance to sit down with him, to film the videos that plug into this funnel, get some B-roll footage of him actually doing his coaching program and showing how it works, which is really, really cool. And then just plugged in those exact same coaching videos into this funnel. And so I'll have some footage you guys see kind of that experience. It was really cool to meet Neil and to do that. But just like he's using that funnel now for his coaching funnel, you guys can use it as well. The funnel's down below. It's free. It's a gift. Again, all you have to do is have a ClickFunnels account, and it'll click a button. It'll automatically plug that thing into your ClickFunnels account. Is that cool? All right, so if you have a coaching funnel, or if you want to be a coach, there's a funnel you can now funnel hack. So I've given you a supplement funnel that works for e-commerce and supplement. I've given you guys a coaching funnel that works for high-end coaching, consulting, all that kind of stuff. But there's all sorts of funnels, right? How many of you guys are selling information products, or you'd like to? Okay. Well, in the next video, I'm actually going to take you, and I'm going to show you guys the funnel that I use to launch my book. I wanted this book to become a bestseller, and we did. We sold over 26,000 copies in less than a month. And I'm going to give you guys in the next video that sales funnel. Not today. You got to wait till tomorrow. So I want to make sure you guys are staying engaged. So tomorrow I'll give you that sales funnel as well. But if you are selling information product, this is the info product funnel right here. Okay, this funnel again made us a lot of money during the initial launch. Right now we average anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 a day every single day from this funnel. Okay, so if you're selling information products or you want to, this is the funnel you're going to want to funnel hack. Okay, and again I'm going to give it to you guys on the next video. But there you go. Okay, how many of you guys are selling an e-commerce product? Okay, people always say, Russell, I wish this worked for me, but I'm in e-commerce. You know, I'm selling stuff on Amazon or whatever it might be. It always makes me laugh. In fact, the biggest group in our coaching program right now are people who sell their product on Amazon and they're freaked out because Amazon's going away, right? People get their account shut down, it gets harder, and then they come to me and they say, how do we take this e-commerce product and turn it into a funnel that we can control our destiny, where we're not stuck with the whims of Amazon. And so this is one of my e-commerce funnels. We do this for tons of our students. I can help you guys build out an e-commerce funnel, which is exciting. We've done this for network marketing, okay? A lot of people don't know that I've done a lot of network marketing in the past, and we've used tons and tons of sales funnels to get people, first off, to grow our network marketing downlines, but also to get replication and get duplication, and get people to grow our teams, which is exciting. We've done this for real businesses. This is a picture right here of one of my friends. He's a chiropractor, and he always makes fun of me. He says, oh, Russell, I've got a real business. How is this going to work for me? And so we looked at what was he doing offline? What was his sales funnel offline? Okay, he didn't think he had one, but he did. We found that sales funnel. We replicated it online. We built it out. Then we went to Facebook, started driving Facebook ads, and this little sales funnel right here gets them about 10 new clients a week. Okay, so I don't care what kind of business you guys have. Okay, if you're a coach, a consultant selling physical products, supplements, whatever it is you do, there's a funnel that'll work for you. And so you got to go out there, find one, find someone who's got one that's successful, they're modeling, and then you model it. Okay, and it's pretty simple process. Okay. All right, so the next two logical questions everybody asks me, they're great questions, are first off, where do I find a successful sales funnel? And number two is, after I find one, how do I know how much money they're actually making? So I'm sure you were probably wondering the exact same thing, am I right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you someplace. We're going to leave the restaurant here. We're going to go to downtown Boise. I'm going to take you to a company that has over 100,000 successful sales funnels. Is that crazy? There's no company on earth that's got more sales funnels on earth. And they got 100,000 of them, and they're going to let us come into their company, and they're going to show us behind the scenes of a couple of their funnels and show us what they're doing and how they're doing it, and then give us a glimpse and an idea about how we can figure out how much money they're actually making. And I'm just grateful they're allowing us to come. So I'm excited to take you guys there. And when we go there, a couple other things. I'm going to be showing you guys again my book funnel. We talked about this a couple times. My book funnel sold over 26,000 copies of this book in less than a month. And helped me become a best-selling author, and it's helped dramatically grow our company, and it was awesome, right? And so I'm going to give you guys my book funnel. When you have that book funnel, you can literally take any book or information product or almost anything you have and just plug it in and start using it instantly, start making money. Now, I want to show you how effective this is. After we launched our book, I talked to my friends that were authors, and I said, man, we are killing it with this funnel. Like, I would love to come and show you guys how this works for your company. And the first person I call is someone who I am probably his biggest fan and just one of my mentors and someone who's just amazing. His name's Tony Robbins, and he had a book called Money Master the Game that just came out. It's the first book in like 20 years, and the book's amazing. And they did an initial launch about a year ago and did great with it. Became a New York Times bestseller. It's been on the best-selling list for forever. And you always make you nervous, like, Tony, I think I can help you. Like, you're doing stuff amazing. I don't want to mess anything up, but I've got some things I think can help. And so he was excited, so we actually flew out to him and had a chance to sit down with him and actually record all the videos for his sales funnel. We recorded the video selling the book, we recorded the videos for his upsells, his downsells, like everything in the sales funnel. And basically we just took the exact same sales funnel template that I'm going to give you guys for free on the next video, and we took that, plugged in Tony's book, Tony's videos, and built out a sales funnel in a very short period of time by basically funnel hacking myself, right? So I gave that to Tony as a gift, and it's been super fun. And then I have another friend and someone who I respect as well. His name's Dave Asprey. He's the inventor of Bulletproof Coffee. Some of you guys may know of that. Now I'm a Mormon, so I don't drink coffee, but I kind of made my own version, a Mormon kind that's kind of like Bulletproof hot chocolate, and just became a big fan of him ever since that because I got such great results with what he was teaching. And he was teaching me basically take coffee, take MCT oil, blend these things together, dump butter in your coffee, and if you do that, you're going to lose a ton of weight, you're going to get a ton of energy. And at first it didn't make any sense, right? People thought he was crazy, but it worked, and he's got more success stories than anyone I know, and it's been so fun watching him, and he's been a mentor of mine, become a friend. I called him up and said, Dave, like, this book funnel we have is working. And he said, well, Russell, I've got my book, Bulletproof Diet. We launched this a year ago, New York Times bestseller, doing great. But we have a new one coming out. It's called the Bulletproof Cookbook, and we'd love to plug in this new book into your funnel. And so we flew out there, and same thing, I had a chance to record the videos with him and make the videos for the upsell, the downsell, all those pieces. And I'll show you guys that on the next video. But we built that out. We plugged in his book, and now he's got the exact same sales funnel that I'm using, that Tony's now using, that he's now using, that you can use as well. So that's what's happening on the next video, and I'm going to give you guys that funnel when we show up over there. So that's kind of the game plan. So what I'm doing now is we're going to pack up, and we're going to head over there to that company. I'm not going to tell you who they are yet, but you will see them. And again, they have over 100,000 successful sales funnels. So we're lucky enough to go in behind the scenes and let them show us what they do and how they do it. So let's go, you guys, and I will see you on the next video.